I could talk about InterPlay as a place for great joy and lots of laughter.
I could talk about how unfun it is to be serious and how InterPlay has helped me to lighten up.
I could talk about how the power of affirmation has transformed my relationship with my husband and kids.
I could talk about how InterPlay gets me through big experiences in my life, like last month when my son left for college, and the very next day I went to InterPlays and poured out my story.
I can talk about the language of InterPlay. It's a common language that everyone can share once we learn the forms. And you can walk into a room of people that know the forms and you have your community right there.
I could talk about how InterPlay has helped me to make big changes in my life by doing easy things.
I could talk about how wonderful it is to have a Friday morning play group that started in 1995 and is still going in 2010.
I can talk about how whenever I do a workshop or a class for teachers, InterPlay is the one way that they can embody everything about themselves as teachers, as the gifts they have, and to play, to finally have permission to play.
I could talk about how InterPlay provides forms that allow the body to express its deepest mysteries.
I could talk about how InterPlay has become really my deepest spiritual practice and how much freedom I've gotten in connecting with God and Spirit from that practice.
I could talk about how InterPlay helped bring laughter, play, and amusement to my spiritual seeking. And I like serious stuff too.
I can talk about how InterPlay is reaching out into the spiritual direction community. You know, they're usually very quiet when you're spiritual directors. But I happen to write a book and weave a lot of InterPlay into that. And now, even spiritual directors are starting to loosen up.
I can talk about how InterPlay helps me to be more improvisational in all of my life and to risk to move and sing and make up operas and just be crazy, and it's so much fun.
I can talk about how InterPlay has brought back to me my foundation of voice, to sing. I've had permission to sing. I haven't sung since I was a little kid, and I love singing. And I can tell stories, and I can be dramatic, and I can do all the things that I just was too shy to do for so long. And God, to have a community to do that with is so enriching.
I could talk about the community of InterPlay and how being supported and encouraged in this community is, just like, honey to my soul.
I can talk about how InterPlay has become my heart community and become my home, and it gives me great joy to always come back to this community.